What's up, y'all? Hey, man. Coming at y'all with another Goddess of Victory, Nikke video, man. Hey, man. Now, I know y'all see the lovely D killer wife in the building, man. Hey, she looking glorious as ever. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't here to talk about her today. Today we're here to talk about the recent costume gacha drama. Some of y'all may already know what I'm referring to, but for those who don't, we're gonna get right into it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's just hop right into it, man. Alright, so for those of y'all who don't know, yesterday I did a video about going over the patch notes for the 1.5 anniversary. And in this, the patch notes, they mentioned about the costume gacha for Modernia, as most of us already know. But then they also mentioned about Crown. Apparently Crown has a costume gacha as well, so y'all can see it here. Which is got the Nikke community in an uproar. Now we can go ahead and take a look at the costumes right now. Well, we have the Modernia costume, but we don't know what the Crown costume looks like. So let's take a look real quick. Alright, so here is the Modernia costume gacha. We first got to look at her when we played the side story. Pretty good story if you ask me. Gives a little backstory and everything like that. An amazing looking costume, honestly. I know you see them things thinging. Them things look glorious. Them's is what we call pillows, bro. Them's is pillows. And it looked like she got a glow up. I could see the sparkles all in your eyes and everything like that. Like, the skin itself is fired. I don't think nobody can deny that. But the issue is that it is a costume gacha, which most fans are not a fan of, no pun intended. Now, if y'all been following my channel, y'all know how I kind of feel about the whole costume gachas. But the intention today is to kind of voice the thoughts of most of the players who are complaining and upset. I'm not a free-to-play player. Obviously, I'm a waifu collector. I collect any characters that I like, I'm gonna get them regardless. That being said, I can still understand why players are upset. First of all, players didn't really like the costume gacha in itself. Just having one was already bad enough to make the community upset. But now we're double down on it and we're making not one, but two gacha skins is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even for me, like, y'all know I had grabbed a couple of costume gachas and everything like that, but having two costume gachas side by side is like, it just screams that Shift Up needs money. Now, I know a lot of this may be contributed to, like, you know, Shift Up going public or Nikke going public, whatever like that. And then also the ReZero collab being pretty much a failure in most Nikke players' eyes. So it looks like, in my opinion, it looks like Shift Up just needs money, to be honest with you. Like, this just screams we desperately need money. Cause you gotta think of it. We have not only, let me show y'all real quick. Bro, just check out how many paid skins that we have coming up. It's just like screaming that Shift Up is desperately in need of money. Like, I don't know if this is just y'all desperate for money or is this greed or what. But you have the Modernia costume gacha. You have the Snow White skin, which is gonna be part of the mission pass. You have the Diesel skin as well. And then you have a Crown costume coming too. Bro, that's like 4 paid skins right off the bat. Like, how desperately do y'all need money? Like, I know the ReZero collab was kind of shit and kind of ass, but holy shit. Like, this is greed to another level. So I can understand why players are upset. What I think that y'all need to do, like, this, first of all, Shift Up, this is for you. This is not a good look. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is just screaming greed. And those who've been following y'all games for a while, y'all did this before with Tower of Fantasy. I thought y'all would have learned from y'all mistake with Tower of Fantasy. Like, you see how Tower of Fantasy is doing. Y'all did the same thing over there, so now you're gonna start trying to do it here. Like, y'all just don't learn. I know it's like a different team or whatever like that, but it's still up under Shift Up, right? So y'all ain't never gonna learn, are y'all? Now I get it, to some degree it is the player's fault who buys it and everything like that. I'm gonna be real on this subject. Like, let's just get one thing out the way and just call facts what is facts. Nobody is forced to buy a costume gacha. It has no, how do I say it isn't pay to win. You're not gonna get any increased stats. It's all for cosmetics. But that's not to say that it's right or anything, because let's be honest, a lot of us Nikke players, we play the game because of the aesthetics of the characters and everything like that, the JPS, the jiggles, the assets, you know what I'm saying, all the glorious cake and everything like that, the booba, like that's what we need, the fan service. So I gotta put myself in the shoes of, you know, a free-to-play player. Like, okay, if I was a free-to-play player and I saw all these amazing skins coming out, but they were locked behind a paywall, yeah, I would feel some type of way too. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be like, dang, I want this skin, but there's no way for me to acquire it in game. I can't grind to get gems, or it's not a free skin. What I think y'all need to do is, I'll kind of show y'all real quick, 1 second. Here it is right here. This is what y'all need to do. Like, y'all need to go back to the way of how y'all did the Nier collab. Like, if I'm a free-to-play player and I see that only people who spend money are able to get these skins, I'm gonna feel left out, and that's gonna make me mad, honestly. Because I play this game, you know, to get these amazing characters. I want to see the assets, the JPS, all that stuff. And you're locking them behind a paywall. It's like, wow, just, it's basically saying, it's basically a middle finger to the free-to-play players. It's like they don't have a way to like acquire anything. And I get it, at some point it's like, okay, you get what you pay for and everything like that, and you know, they're not showing support and everything like that in a way. But you gotta understand, like, I'm pretty sure most of the player base is probably free-to-play players. It's probably the majority of the player base. So when you lock it behind a paywall, that pretty much alienates a large percentage of your player base and the people who support your game. Well, you know, promote it, whatever. You know what I mean? It's a large percentage of your player base that is being alienated and left out from this skin, and obviously that doesn't feel good. So what I think the best thing to do is to do like how you guys did with the Nier collab. You have the regular skin, you have the free to play skin, which in my opinion was the best one. I'm gonna be honest. I think this was the best looking one. You know, I like the long hair, but look at all this. That's honestly the best one. And then you have the gacha skin. That way everybody gets something. Everybody's gonna get the, you know, they can acquire A2 or a character using gems or tickets acquired in game. The free to play players get a skin, and then those who want to spend on the gacha skin, they can also get something. That way everybody wins. Now the price itself is already ridiculous. We're not going to argue with that. Everybody knows that the price is already way too expensive. It is what it is. I'm not going to like exempt myself out of this. I have purchased a few skins and everything like that, but that's just because I have extra disposable money. Not a lot of players have that. So yeah, not everybody's going to be in the same position as me or think the way I do. So I'm just trying to shed light. I'm trying to let you know, Shipped Up, the way you're doing this with like no free skins available. Sure, don't get me wrong, y'all giving a lot of free pulls and free tickets, and you're giving free Kilo and Ray and stuff like that. That's much appreciated. Like, you know, synchro devices, all that. You're giving us a lot of stuff, but a double gacha with 2 other mission pass skins is just screaming greed, and like we need money desperately. Like we're trying to recoup from the ReZero collab and everything like that. Like y'all have been making a lot of questionable mistakes lately. Like first with the ReZero collab not being great. Like that was probably the worst choice of collabs you guys could have possibly ever done, and it clearly showed in the revenue charts. That was a L. Like, and you're just gonna have to hold that. Second of all, like we all know that you're basically baiting players to spend money and tickets and gems on Bay. Like that just kind of goes into this, like how much you're needing money. Like you see, you're trying to drain the gems and everything. Like I get it, you need money and everything like that. Every company needs money to, you know, provide content and everything for the game, but there's a certain way you go about doing it, and you don't want to come off as scummy and that you don't care about your players and everything like that. And that's what you're kind of showing a lot of the player base now. Like you guys are doing good, but I'm thinking y'all are letting the greed and y'all missteps like get to y'all head, and it's starting to make y'all move a little recklessly. And I don't want y'all to end up like Tower of Fantasy, where you're basically Nikke's basically turns into a meme or whatever out of your guys' greed and stuff again. Like, please learn from Tower of Fantasy. Don't do the same mistake. Don't be alienating your player base and everything like that. Yes, there are players like me who are waifu collectors, and they're just whatever. If it look good, they're gonna get it. But a large majority of the player base is not this way, and they're gonna be they're gonna feel alienated, and they're gonna be upset about this. You need to this is the way. Like, if you're gonna release a gacha skin like this, I'd highly suggest you release a free version of it as well. You did it for the ReZero collab. You gave them a free skin, even though it has 0 fan service. So what's the issue now? Like, I get it, we're getting the red hood skin, everything like that, but come on, man. Like, shift up. This ain't it. I'm trying to help y'all out because I don't want y'all to go the way of Tower of Fantasy and everything like that. And I'm seeing, you know, I'm seeing the players' complaints. I'm literally seeing them in my comment section, Reddit, other people's channels. Like, this ain't it, bro. Like, I get that you need money and everything because you messed up with the ReZero collab and other things like that. Your revenue has been kind of declining, but come on, bro. Don't screw over your players, because it's going to be your ultimate downfall. You don't want to. We ain't trying to do a EOS speed run, right? You're not trying to do an EOS speed run. This is definitely a way to do an EOS speed run, because what's going to happen is once your greed really starts showing, that's when players are going to start leaving, and then you're going to be on that EOS speed run. You're going to start losing faith in you. They're going to start to see your true intentions and everything like that. Like, yes, companies want to make money, but you don't want your desire to make money to overshadow you trying to put out an excellent product for your consumers and everything like that. So yeah, that's pretty much my 2 cents on it. I just wanted to give my thoughts, man. Yeah, shift up. This ain't a good look. You definitely need to follow this formula right here if you're going to release a costume gacha. The costume gacha price is already ridiculous as is, but making 2 of them $120 along with the mission pass is crazy, bro. Like, y'all are tripping. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all tripping. Y'all need to fix that. I do not want y'all to be EOS, Nikke. Y'all need to do better. Bring back the fan service and the JPS that players came for. Stop alienating your players. Care about the players and chill on the greed, bro. Chill on the greed. Otherwise, you're gonna do an EOS speed run. I can guarantee it. You're gonna end up just like Tower of Fantasy, bro. But yeah. That's pretty much it, man. Let me know what y'all thoughts are down in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video, man. Peace.